What's up, y'all? We back, man.
Yes, we definitely are back. And ladies and gentlemen, we are here to go on ahead and do our predictions for the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Yep.
There were a few teams that were eliminated last week that probably should not have been eliminated, but look at this. There can only be one champion. But I have a special guest on my show today, so why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself,
Spice
sir?
Bands, man. Y'all can follow my reaction channel on YouTube at Spice Bands. Link should be up in the description.
Most
down
definitely.
below. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, so our first game of this weekend, we have the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Titans at Nissan Stadium. And these two teams are going to have a very interesting matchup tomorrow evening. But what is your take on this? What do you think is going to happen?
Hey, look. Derrick Henry is coming back.
That is true.
Complete game changer.
That is true. Derrick Henry is coming back.
Yep.
We don't know if he's going to be 100% or not. I honestly don't think he's going to be 100%. And plus, you're coming back in a playoff game, a high-stakes playoff game. I mean, you saw what happened with Antonio Brown last week. Well, I said Antonio Brown. Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah.
You saw what happened with Juju Smith-Schuster last week. And, well, he wasn't exactly 100%, and he really didn't show up to the game. It's like, I mean, here's the thing. I think Derrick Henry is going to get some snaps, but I think they're still going to win this game. But it's like with Derrick Henry, they're going to try and have him, try and get back into flow of playing football. So you're going to be seeing more from their backup running back take the field more than Derrick Henry, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but
I don't think it would be a shock if the Bengals win, because I mean, I can see it, bro. Like, I can see them going into Tennessee. I mean, Tennessee really hasn't proved anything to us in the postseason yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, last year, they came out close, but it's not like they played the best games in those years. Like,
I mean, and then not to mention, 2 years ago, this team, they beat Brady in Foxborough. And then next week they beat Lamar Jackson and in M&T Bank Stadium.
Yeah.
In Baltimore. Sorry about that. And next, they went to the AFC title game and they had a 10-point lead in the AFC title game, but that didn't last long. Of course, with Ryan Tannehill and those guys. But I think personally, this is a very interesting playoff game, not just because of the players that are on both opposing teams, but also it's because of the rankings. Because these two teams are relatively close in both departments. Because look at this.
Yeah, real close. The
Bengals, they are ranked number 13 offensively in the NFL this year, so they were about a middle-of-the-road type of team, in the upper card. Type of team as far as offensively. And then defensively, like I said last week, they're ranked number 18. And although I was wrong for the Raiders last week, I thought the Raiders were going to come in and win last week in Cincinnati. I mean, they broke a playoff, like I said, they broke a playoff drought, a 31-year playoff drought with a win. And, personally, I think the Bengals, I think they're favored in this game. I really do. Because the reason why is because they're playing with a lot of momentum right now. Yep. I don't think they're playing above their heads necessarily. Yeah. But it's like this team, they just have a lot of momentum. And with a team with a lot of momentum who isn't necessarily in the conversation to win championships could be shocking. Right, it could be shocking. I mean, look at the Giants. Yeah. Look what they did to the Patriots. Look at
2010 Packers, Of course, we know about that.
Okay.
Oh, my God, bro.
Yeah. I mean, those teams, for example, they had a lot of momentum and, they went all the way to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying they go into the Super Bowl. Hell no.
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 Look, we say that their defense is middle of the pack, right?
Mm-hmm.
But last week, they showed up big time.
Yeah.
They showed up big time. But Like I
this
said,
week,
it wouldn't be a surprise if the Bengals win because, like you said, they might be favorites, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But look,
but then this week they're going up against Tennessee.
Breed. It's a whole different breed.
Trying to go up against Derrick Henry. Right, trying to go up against Derrick Henry. Like, look at this. Yeah. This Titans offense, they're ranked number 17 offensively. And honestly, I thought they could have been top 10 if Derrick Henry was healthy the entire year. But they're ranked number 17 offensively. And they are ranked number 12 defensively. So, like I said, these are two teams that are just about evenly matched. And if I have to go ahead and pick a favorite and pick a winner for today's game, honestly, I would go with, you know what? I would go with the Bengals here by a 2-point margin. I think the Bengals are going to win by a slim score, and it's going to be an ugly game. A slim score. Give me a 22-20 victory for the Cincinnati Bengals at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. What do you think?
Look, I like the Bengals, man, but I don't think, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they win, honestly, but I just don't think, like, that young roster is ready for this type of game yet, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, not yet. Like, up in the future, I can see it, but right now...
And then not to mention, they do have a bad O-line. So that's why I'm saying the game is close. Yeah. This Bengals team has a bad O-line. They give up almost 5 sacks a game. Yeah. It's just a lack of awareness from this offensive line. And typically, when you go deeper into the playoffs against grittier and rougher teams.
They got that experience.
Right, they got that experience with a bad offensive line. I don't think you're going to make it that very far. But
yeah, and that's why I got the Titans winning. Man, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game because it's not like the Titans have the type of offense that's going to come out and just put up 40.
Like, they do have A.J. Brown and they have Julio Jones.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they more up on a running side. And, you know, like, when you got a running strength offense, you're running the clock out a lot. So I don't even think they'll have enough time. But, you know, like, I think they might just dominate this game. It depends on how Derrick Henry looked, you know, in the first quarter. But I had them winning 17 or like 10. 17 to 13.
Interesting.
Titans.
Our next game. Oh, boy, this is a good one. We have the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field, the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. Oh, man. The 49ers are coming off of a predictable victory last week over the fraudulent Dallas Cowboys. They won by a score of 23 to, I believe, 23 to 16? Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
This team right here, the San Francisco 49ers, they are hot right now. This is a team that nobody wanted to face.
Look,
and the Dallas Cowboys.
You said it last week because I had the Cowboys going last week, but he said it. Nobody wants to face them.
Right. Nobody wants to face the 49ers because they play physical style brand of football. Like this team, what they do, it's like they run it down your throats. They don't necessarily throw the ball down the field. Although they have a really good wide receiver in Deebo Samuel, they don't necessarily throw it deep down the field. This is a team that likes to run it up your throats. And then defensively, they have a monstrous defensive line. And then here's the thing. There's a few players defensively that are injured. So you got Nick Bosa and Fred Warner, who are both injured.
Yeah.
But like I said, these two teams, I think they're almost evenly matched. I have the Packers winning this one, but if the 49ers, don't be surprised if the 49ers have an upset at Lambeau, just because of the way how it's like the Packers have a history of coming up short against teams that, not saying teams that are better than them, but teams that are really physical. It's like the Packers, going to the Packers, they are number 10 offensively, number 10 defensively, but this team has a history of not having an easy time of stopping running backs. Like their run defense is really horrible in my opinion. But
and I feel like Look, as y'all know, we Bears fans. But I just feel like this is the last ride for either Aaron or Devontae. Like we all know when the Packers cap, they can't keep both. Like one of them gotta go.
Like I said, they're both. I think they're in cap hell as of right now.
Yeah, so one of them have to go. So they gonna have to choose. But I feel like this could be the Packers' year, bro. I feel like there's no way, especially not with a banged up defense, the 49ers going into. Now, look, I said the same thing last week against the Cowboys. There's no way the 49ers beating the Cowboys. It's like,
here's the thing, the 49ers play a nasty style of football when it comes to being physical, when it comes to being, I'm not saying being dominant, but they play with a lot of heart. Yeah. And a team that plays with a lot of heart would always be the team that don't play with any heart. Because the team that doesn't play with any heart, they don't have a lot of effort. And that doesn't, I don't care whether it's basketball, football, baseball, any other sport. A team that has no heart playing in their sport, you're just simply not going to win the big one.
That's true.
But honestly,
and that's the thing, though. I feel like the Packers are playing with heart this year.
They are playing with heart this year. They are playing with heart this year. But
like it's their year, bro.
But yeah. But not to mention, they have veterans. They have guys like Aaron Rodgers. They have Randall Cobb. They have Devontae Adams. They have who else do they have? They have Aaron Jones as their running back. They have Alan Lazard. Like they have a whole bunch of people. And then not to mention, their tight end is really good. What's my man's name? You're interrupting the video. Okay. Next, as I was saying, we are taking care of the Packers. That was a guy that I fired last year. Yeah. No, normally when this happens,
is his name Matt Nagy?
Hmm?
Is his name Matt Nagy?
No.
Right, because he didn't get fired last year.
No, he ain't get fired last year.
But when did he get fired?
He got fired, what, Who that guy that I was just talking to?
No, Matt Nagy.
Nagy got fired like 11 days ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Nagy's gone, man. You good. You good. You good. But back to the video. What was that, man? Like, normally when this happens, I normally just pause it and whatever. But we're here now. But as I was saying, the Packers, with their notable players, and the next thing you know, they're tied in. Trying to get his name.
I know exactly what you're talking about, though, but I can't think of it right now. I think it starts with a T.
Robert Tonyan.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
That guy right there, red zone threat, knows how to run deep down the field. Like, he's really good. But their defense, I mean, they're all right. They got Jair Alexander. They have that defensive lineman.
Smith.
Yeah, they have Preston Smith. They have Kenny Clark. They have Zadarius Smith.
Kenny Clark.
Devondre Campbell.
I think Zadarius out for the season, though. So.
I think so. Yeah. Devondre Campbell. And a whole bunch of guys. But this team, I think this Packers team could go all the way. And you know what? Despite the 49ers being a nastier team than the Packers, I'm going to pick the Packers just because they're in the frozen tundra of Lambeau. And the 49ers, they're not really used to playing in the cold weather. Yeah. I mean, this is a team that's all about the sunshine and playing at the beach. And
I got sunshine.
Yeah. But I'm going to give it to the Packers in this one. Give me a score of 31-17. I think the Packers are going to pull away in the fourth quarter. I think it's going to be close in the first three quarters, but I think the Packers will pull away in the fourth quarter. Yeah. And yeah, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen in this Packers game?
Man, it hurts me, but I got to go with Green Bay, man. I don't even think it's going to be close, bro. Like I say 35-14, bro.
I mean, with a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, someone who rarely makes mistakes, it's going to be hard to beat a quarterback like that.
Ugly, bro.
Yeah. Our next game, we have the LA Rams taking on the reigning defending Super Bowl champions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the Rams They're the number 9. They're the number 9 offense in the league, and they're the number 17 defense in the league. Despite having 3 superstar players, they're number 17 defensively.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Buccaneers, they're number 2 offensively. They're ranked number 13 defensively.
Yep.
So, you know, what I really think is going to happen in this game, the Rams could make it close if they do not turn the football over and if they force some turnovers themselves. Because, like I said, this is a super team that we're talking about here in both the Rams and the Buccaneers. And, you know, one team has to go. This gives me NFC Championship game vibes right here. But the Rams, they have a solid quarterback in Matthew Stafford. They have guys like Cooper Kupp, Van Jefferson. They have Odell Beckham Jr. who had a touchdown on Monday Night Football against the Cardinals. But they have a whole bunch of players. They also have a solid offensive line. They also have Cam Akers and they have a whole bunch of good running backs. But defensively, like I said, they have a 3-headed monster. Defensively, they have guys like Aaron Donald, the Defensive Player of the Year as of right now.
Yep.
You have Von Miller, NFL veteran, someone who the last time we seen him in the playoff game before Monday, he was in the Super Bowl and he was getting strip sacks on Cam Newton. A monster at being a pass rusher at the linebacking spot. Yep. And the next thing you know, you have Jalen Ramsey, who will beat the holy hell out of you if you go deep down the field with him. I mean, ask Darnell Mooney, ask Allen Robinson, ask Devontae Adams. Although Devontae Adams has won most of the time against Jalen, you can ask those guys and many other guys. That team, that cornerback in particular, he likes to raise hell down the field. He likes to, what else would I like to say? He likes to pick off passes. He likes to, he likes to, he likes to just cause havoc. Like, he likes to cause havoc. And, you know, it's going to be tough trying to go up against somebody like that. But the Buccaneers are ready. Although Antonio Brown is long gone, they have guys like, I believe Chris Godwin is still there, right? Well, Chris Godwin's still on the team.
Right.
Is he playing?
No, I think he went out with an injury, though.
Yeah.
But, you know, guys that
Mike Evans,
but you know, guys that stepped up like Perriman.
Yeah, Perriman. They also have. They got
a lot of injuries at the running back position.
They also have Scotty Miller.
Yep.
Also they have their fantasy man in Leonard Fournette.
Yep.
And the next, you know, they just have the GOAT.
Yeah.
In Tom Brady. I mean, this team offensively is just is a monster. And I'm not even done. They have a really good offensive line. They have Gronk still up there. They have Cameron Breda, a veteran, serviceable tight end.
That team, man.
Yeah. Defensively, I've already named their roster last week. They don't even need an introduction this week.
Yeah. Look, I got the Rams. You want to know why?
Interesting.
I feel like the Rams got more stars on defense, right? And I
feel they do have Levante. I mean, the Buccaneers do have Levante David. They have, you know.
Yeah, but I'm talking about stars that like prove themselves. Like those guys still kind of young type stuff. Look, they playing the Rams. The difference is the Bucs going to be playing against a fully healthy, star stacked offense.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams star stacked defense is playing against a banged up Buccaneers. And
yeah,
look,
but here's the thing, they are in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but look, we know how the Rams, they've been mediocre on defense if you look at the stats, stuff like that. But look, the reason why those players are stars are because they show up
in the big games
that matter.
Right, in the big games.
Right, that's the reason why they stars.
I see your point here, man. Yeah. But personally, I think Tampa Bay could... I think the reason why I think Tampa Bay is going to win this game is because they're at the crib, they're at home, they're hosting the Rams, and historically, it's hard to beat Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay. I mean, ask the 2002 Buccaneers that won the title. Ask the Buccaneers that won the title last year.
They won that time.
Right. It's just like, it's hard trying to beat a team like that. And next thing you know, monsters on defense. They have Vita Vea. They have Shaquille Barrett. They have Jason Pierre-Paul. They have Ndamukong Suh. They have Ndamukong Suh. They have Levante David.
I just feel like this is Matthew Stafford's year, bro.
You feel like,
bro, all of these years, all of the pain he went through, bro, he was a good quarterback. We played against the Lions every year, bro. He deserved better his whole career, bro. He wasted years of his career, bro.
He did waste years of his career.
Like, man.
I'm going to go with Brady in this one. I see that you're going to go with Matthew Stafford in this one. My final score prediction for this game, honestly, in my opinion, it's going to be a very close game. And like I said, since the Buccaneers are at home, I'm going to give them the edge here. Give me a 4-point victory. Give me a 24-20 Buccaneers victory over the LA Rams, and they're going to send them home. What do you think is going to happen?
I got to go with LA, man. I got to go with the Rams. You know, Matthew Stafford, Odell, that star-stacked defense, man. Mm-hmm. Look, I got to go with the Rams, man. 28 to 24.
Okay, that's respectable. That's respectable. So that was our final score predictions for that game. And then our last game, Sunday Night Football, rematch of the AFC Championship game from last year. We have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead. And like I said before, this was a AFC Championship game rematch from last year. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I'm expecting things to be different this year.
Me too, bro. Hey, hopefully it is, because as you know, as Bears fans, we got somebody we looking at.
The MVP. Okay, I'm joking. Okay. No, we looking at Brian Daboll. Yeah, I knew we were looking at Brian Daboll, but hey,
about the MVP, Mitch Trubisky.
Hey, they do got Mitch Trubisky. Hey, they do. But okay. The Bills, they are ranked number 5 offensively. Yeah. They are the best defense in the National Football League. And next thing you know, they're taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, man.
They are the number 3 ranked offense in the NFL. But goddamn, they are horrible defensively. They are ranked number 27 defensively. And you know what? I've been telling Chiefs fans since day one, the Chiefs' offense is their defense. Because guess what? What I normally see out of a Patrick Mahomes Chiefs type of day, they will win. But guess what? They're going to give up a lot of points. And you know what? It's going to come back to bite them this time. Because guess what? I had the Bills winning this one just because that defense, I believe, is fraudulent. I do not think that the Chiefs defense can even catch up to the Bills offense. Okay. But just to name all the notable players, they have one of the best young quarterbacks in the league in Josh Allen. They have Devin Singletary, one of the best young running backs in the league. They have Cole Beasley. They have Stephon Diggs. They have a solid offensive line. These are, this team, that entire offense could actually go to the Pro Bowl, in my opinion. They really could. Yeah. Defensively, they have Tre'Davious White as one of their best cornerbacks. Micah Hyde. Yeah, Micah Hyde is also really good in the secondary. Their defensive line is but they are the number 1 ranked defense. So I'm gonna give them that. They give up the least amount of yards, and they don't give up a lot of points. And they know how to force turnovers. And you know what? I think the Chiefs are gonna be. They're not gonna beat the Buffalo Bills this year. No way.
Look, man. This whole game is like an end of a movie, right?
It is the end of a movie.
You got the famous picture of Stephon Diggs sitting there watching after he took the L in Kansas City. Bills are back and they better, bro. Right now, the Bills have the most momentum. And I'm not just talking about the players, bro. I mean, these coaches literally just completely outcoached Bill Belichick last week. Like it wasn't
even nothing.
And it wasn't just the offense, on the defense. Look,
it was 47.
Teams, everything.
Was it 47? Like 14 or something?
Bro, it wasn't even close, bro. I think it was the largest margin in playoff history. Like, bro,
like it was the largest margin in playoff history for the Patriots. But
yeah.
I mean, I'm not disrespecting Kansas City, but
look,
here's the thing. We know what you have.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. Kansas City fans, we know what you have as your quarterback. We know what you have as your running back.
Right.
We know what you have as your wide receivers. You have the Cheetah as your wide receiver in Tyreek Hill. You have a gunslinger, and I'm talking like a gunslinger, a better Brett Favre-esque type of gunslinger in Patrick Mahomes. He will not hesitate to throw the ball deep down the field. And yet, about 75% of the time, he gets away with it for a touchdown.
That's right.
They have the Legion of Zoom. They have DeMarcus Robinson. They have guys like Travis Kelce, a red zone threat, someone who just torched. They torched the Pittsburgh Steelers last week. It wasn't even close.
Man.
It really wasn't even close.
Look, both games, the Bills and the Chiefs, and this is why I think though, this will be the game of the week.
It will be the game of the week.
And it will be a shootout though. Like, even though the Bills defense put up a great performance, you still going against one of the best offenses in like the recent years, bro.
Oh yeah.
At home in Kansas City.
It's hard. It's hard trying to beat. First off, it's hard trying to defeat a reigning champion in their home ground.
Experience.
Right, it's hard, but Arrowhead. Arrowhead is like what's that close? I like to say they're about as close to Seattle as far as
it's louder. Yeah, it's louder. Yeah,
right. I think Arrowhead and Seattle, those are the two places where you don't want to play. But like I said, I'm going to give the Bills the W on this one. Just because the Chiefs defense, I think, is going to fail them at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's not the reason. Like I said, the momentum with the team of the Bills, period. And also, I feel like it will be a shootout, but at the end of the day, just like you said, the Bills got the more complete team.
Mm-hmm.
They good on defense and offense. The Chiefs good on offense, but they defense going, I'll be very shocked if the Bills lose this game.
Yeah.
Let's just put it like this. I have Buffalo moving on to the AFC Championship, 31-28.
Nice. You know what? I think it's going to be even higher than that, sir. Give me, personally, give me a Bills victory. Give me a 38-34 victory for the Buffalo Bills at Arrowhead. They will advance to the AFC Championship game. And like I said, they're going to go ahead and meet the Bengals in the AFC Championship game. So those are our final predictions for this historic weekend in the NFL playoffs. And like I said, if you guys like this video, I'd like for you guys to go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Subscribe to this man's YouTube channel right here at Spice Bands.
Spice Bands, man. Hey, for more 2022 playoff NFL coverage, man, subscribe, just like you said. Let's go. Let's do it.
And hey, and with that being said, go Bears.
Go Bears.
Oh, man, that was cool.